Hello, everybody. My name is Hector Mena. I am the lead developer here on Q+2 Labs, and I will be explaining a bit more on how the most important game of well, the whole game, I would say. How does the ball game objects work on the game? So it's pretty simple. This is a very short video just explaining on how the balls fall, how gravity is affected, and how the Unity game engine basically works on this type of stuff. So, first of all, we want to set our goal. We want to see what we're trying to do right now. So, basically, what we're trying to do is we'll make a ball fall and hit with colliders, and well, finally, when we click a ball, it should be destroyed or changing colors depending on which color it has. For example, we in the game there are different types of colors, and depending on the color, it has a different type of health. So, for example, the hardest in the game to destroy is the black ball. So you have to click it 7 times for it to change through these 7 colors, and finally, when it's red, you can destroy the ball and you earn the points of, well, depending on which ball you destroyed. So, for example, this black ball, well, it has one, two, three, four, five, six, seven different stages. Well, eight if you count the destroyed, but I will not count it as one. So, it has 7 different stages of colors and basically 7 points, I would say. So you have to click it 7 times until it's destroyed. So another example would be the green ball. The green ball has one, two, three, four. 4 times you have to click it. So for this very simplified explanation, you only get 4 points. So how do we, well, how does each ball collide with each barrier, and do the balls collide with each other? Well, right now we have it set to the balls not colliding with each other, so that means they can be in the same place with no collision detection. So you can change it, and I will show you how to change it if you wish to change it. And yeah, let's get right into it. So right now we can go to our Unity hierarchy, and in the other videos I will show you a bit more detail of the settings, managers, backgrounds, and the UI. But right now let's get just into the ball game objects and prefabs. So, well, first of all, we have to declare that's what type of game object we're trying to do, or what the game object is gonna do. So first of all, we have to render a sprite, obviously, because if there's no sprite render, well, there is nothing to show. After that, we have to make a circle collider in 2D, which basically is the collider of like the unique game engine that it provides you, and the rigid body comes with it. And then you can have a constant force, which is just gravity. And after that, we have the code, and I will show you in a bit more in the code. And yeah, later I will show you also the score managers and click values. That's not important right now. Just this part right here is important. So, how does each ball work? Well, if we see right now, each ball has the same script. Well, and you may question yourself, why don't we have different scripts? Well, because there's a pretty neat thing in Unity right now where you can have the same script but with different types of values here of values of variables, which I find pretty cool. So you can make a very big script and just um, call the functions that you want to make on this specific game object. So, for example, here in the yellow ball, you have a health of ball of 3 and a score of ball 3 as well. And you can have it, well, basically as whichever you want in your game. So, well, basically this right now, this balls that I have here as a game object is just a way for that I like to organize things. Is like a type of folder for me. You can have it as a different type of way. I just like it that way. It doesn't matter. So let's get right into this script. So, well, we can see here it's, I would say, very compact code, and everything has its function. Nothing is out of place, I would say. So let's get right into this. First of all, declaring public class, blah blah blah, model behavior, yeah, and then this part. Why is this important? Well, we said at the beginning that we want the game when you click a ball, it changes color to the next ball, and if there's no next ball, it just destroys itself. So we have to declare which type of sprites we have to use, we have to render depending on what type of health it has. And then we have to, well, when we want to declare a variable here, well, we say it here on Unity. We don't have to declare it here because they are interchangeable. So there's not a constant. It's very flexible depending on which game object you have. And then the click manager, well, I will explain it a bit later down. And yeah, let's get right into this function event. So what is this private void on mouse, and what does that mean? Well, basically, this is just saying when you click this game object on mouse on is when you click it. That's all it's saying right now. So when you click this game object, well, first of all, we have to declare this health of ball. We have to reduce it by one because that's how we want the game to function. And then we will add a click manager, blah, blah, blah. That's a thing for later. And then we are going to use a switch case. What does that mean? Well, basically, this switch case can only be used by integers. I think only used by integers. So basically, we're declaring when this health of ball is shalala, well, this will happen. Um, Now, I think it would be better if we have an example. So let's take, for example, this green ball. We have here all the sprites of each type of ball that we want to render, and then the health of ball. This not important. The health of ball right now is 4. So let's run the code. Let's run the code in our heads, and then we run the code on Unity. So we have here this doesn't equal health of ball is doesn't equal 0. It's equals um 4. Yeah, right now it equals 4. So when we click this, which one did we say? We said the green ball. So when we click this green ball, immediately this script will run. So on mouse and when we click it, well, -1 health, -1 of 4, well, that equals 3. So in this switch case, this health of variable is going to equal 3. What does that mean? Well, this case will run, which means GameObject.getComponent sprite render dot sprite equals yellow ball. So we're basically going down the line. And that's basically all that is going to happen. And we can see on the Unity game engine when we run it, that will happen. Let's take a look. Here, click ball, and I cannot. There, it changes to yellow, which is basically all that has to be done. And yeah, that's basically it on the functions of each ball. Depending on how much health it has, well, that's how it goes on this switch game. So for example, if we have another example, if we have this this purple ball is set to a health of 6. So when we have a health of 6, instead of 4, we have 6. Well, basically 6 minus 1, 5. So 5. This case will happen. And then if we click it again, well, again, 5 minus 1, 4. Then this case will run, and then all the way to 0. When 0 happens, this is very interesting. Well, we are going to call another class. That's for another video, remember? And this is the important part. We're going to destroy game object. What does that mean? Well, in the next video, I will be explaining how the spawner or the ball of the spawner works because, well, right now if we just run this code, only this a game object will run, and if we destroy this game object, well, none other can appear. That's why in the next video I will show you how to spawn more balls of this type, or of these um, game objects. So from the black ball, the black ball and to the red ball. So yeah, that's basically it for this video. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.